Bill Klein and Jennifer Arnold slammed. Shocking dismissal of their lawsuit against TLC. Hello friends, I am Elena, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Bill Klein and Jennifer Arnold, the beloved stars of The Little Couple, have always been viewed by fans as an inspiring, resilient duo who shared their family's journey with openness, authenticity, and grace. For years, audiences tuned in to watch the challenges and triumphs of their marriage, careers, and most importantly, their roles as parents to Will and Zoe. Their story touched millions because it felt genuine, heartwarming, and refreshingly positive compared to the often manufactured drama of reality television. Yet, behind the scenes, a darker battle was brewing, one that eventually spilled into the courtroom, leaving fans stunned and the couple themselves facing intense backlash. Controversy centers on a lawsuit that Bill and Jen pursued against TLC and its parent company. Couple argued that they were unfairly treated when it came to their contract, financial rights, and overall creative control over The Little Couple. After dedicating so many years of their personal lives to the show, they believed they were entitled to more respect and compensation for the way their family's journey had been broadcast worldwide. They insisted that their intellectual property had been mishandled, and that their contributions as the faces of the program had been exploited for profit, without fair acknowledgement or reward. Initially, when the lawsuit became public knowledge, fans were split. On one hand, many sympathized with Jen and Bill, agreeing that reality television networks often take advantage of stars by underpaying them while raking in millions in advertising and streaming revenue. On the other hand, some critics accused the couple of greed, arguing that they had already gained enough wealth, fame, and opportunities through the show. For these critics, the lawsuit was not a noble fight for justice, but rather an unnecessary attempt to squeeze even more money from a network that had already elevated them to household name status. The legal proceedings dragged on, building tension within the fan base and drawing the attention of entertainment media. Headlines speculated about the potential fallout. Would TLC settle quietly? Would The Little Couple ever return to the screen? Was the lawsuit evidence of deeper fractures between the stars and the producers who once supported them? Every development was scrutinized, every rumor amplified, and fans clung to any updates that emerged. Then came the shocking twist that no one saw coming. The lawsuit was dismissed. Not only was it dismissed, but it was done in a way that left Jen and Bill publicly embarrassed. The judge overseeing the case concluded that their claims lacked sufficient legal grounds and that TLC had not, in fact, violated the contractual terms in a way that justified their demands. It was a stunning blow for the couple, who had poured energy, resources, and emotion into the battle. The dismissal immediately fueled a wave of criticism. Social media erupted with comments slamming the couple, with some calling them entitled and out of touch. Fans who had once viewed them as symbols of resilience and humility now accused them of tarnishing their reputation with a lawsuit that ultimately fell apart. Instead of being seen as fighters for fairness, Bill and Jen were suddenly framed as opportunists who overplayed their hand. Entertainment outlets capitalized on the drama, painting the dismissal as a humiliating defeat. Articles highlighted the irony of a couple once cherished for their vulnerability and authenticity now facing accusations of selfishness. Some even suggested that their lawsuit had permanently damaged their relationship with TLC, effectively closing the door on any future seasons of The Little Couple. The show, which had already been on a long hiatus, now seemed less likely than ever to return. For Bill and Jen, the fallout was more than just a legal defeat, it was a public relations nightmare. The backlash was not limited to strangers online. Even some longtime fans admitted disappointment, questioning why the couple had chosen to go down such a contentious path. The dismissal raised uncomfortable questions about their motivations, and while the couple never intended to damage their image, the optics of the situation were undeniably negative. Yet, there were also loyal supporters who continued to defend them. They pointed out that television networks have a long history of exploiting talent, particularly in reality TV where contracts are notoriously one-sided. For these supporters, the dismissal did not mean the couple was wrong. It simply meant the legal system failed to support individuals against massive corporations with unlimited resources. In their view, Jen and Bill's attempt to fight for their rights was admirable, even if unsuccessful. Still, the damage to their public persona was undeniable. Being slammed in the court of public opinion hit almost as hard as the legal loss itself. Where once they were seen as underdogs who triumphed over adversity, they now found themselves cast as celebrities who had miscalculated their leverage and ended up embarrassed. The shocking dismissal also reignited conversations about the broader dynamics of reality television. Many began to ask whether stars of long-running shows should receive residual payments, especially when episodes continue to be streamed on digital platforms long after the original airing. Others argued that reality stars enter into these contracts knowingly and must accept the terms they sign, no matter how restrictive. The debate mirrored similar disputes in the entertainment industry, from actors fighting for royalties to musicians challenging record labels. As for the little couple, its future now hangs in uncertainty. TLC has remained largely silent on whether the show could make a comeback, but the sour taste left by the lawsuit dismissal suggests that the relationship between network and stars has been badly damaged. Fans who once campaigned tirelessly for new episodes now worry that the dream of seeing Will and Zoe grow up on screen may be over forever. Bill and Jen themselves have not given up entirely. In interviews, they continue to emphasize their gratitude for the platform the show gave them and their pride in what it represented. At the same time, they remain candid about the struggles of balancing public life with private family matters. Whether or not they pursue new opportunities in media remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the lawsuit, its dismissal, and the backlash it generated will forever be a chapter in their story that cannot be erased. In the end, the shocking dismissal of Bill Klein and Jennifer Arnold's lawsuit against TLC serves as a reminder of the complexities of fame, contracts, and public perception. What began as a fight for what they believed was fairness spiraled into a controversy that left them slammed by critics and doubted by fans. Their journey, once defined by triumph over adversity, now carries the weight of a very public defeat. And while the couple may one day rebuild their narrative, this episode has carved a lasting mark on their legacy as reality television pioneers. Dr. Jennifer Arnold, widely recognized as the heart and inspiration behind TLC's The Little Couple, has always been open about her medical struggles and triumphs. Fans of the show have followed her journey through countless challenges, from navigating a demanding medical career to motherhood, and from advocating for little people to facing difficult health battles. Recently, Jen opened up in an emotional reveal about undergoing hip revision surgery, a moment that has once again reminded her supporters of her strength, resilience, and determination to keep moving forward despite overwhelming odds. For years, viewers have known that Jen lives with a rare form of skeletal dysplasia called dysplasia congenita. This condition has required her to undergo multiple surgeries throughout her life, including operations on her legs, back, and hips. Each surgery has brought its own unique set of challenges, and while Jen has never hidden the fact that her medical journey is far from easy, her ability to stay positive has inspired countless people. With her latest announcement about hip revision surgery, Jen once again opened a deeply personal chapter of her life for the public to see, sparking an outpouring of support and empathy from fans all over the world. A hip revision surgery is not a minor procedure. It is often needed when a previous hip replacement or repair fails or wears down over time. For Jen, who has undergone numerous orthopedic procedures already, this meant facing not just the physical pain but also the emotional toll of another invasive operation. In her reveal, she shared how this surgery was essential for her mobility, her independence, and her ability to keep up with her busy life as a physician, a mother, and a public figure. Yet, despite her extensive medical experience, she admitted that the thought of going through another surgery brought waves of anxiety, fear, and even grief. Jen's openness about her emotions is what makes her story so impactful. She did not sugarcoat the reality. She explained that the revision was necessary because her previous hip replacement had deteriorated and was no longer functioning the way it should. This caused her increasing pain, difficulty walking, and challenges with her daily responsibilities. While many might see her as someone who constantly battles through pain with a smile, Jen revealed that there were moments when the frustration of her condition overwhelmed her. The surgery was not just a medical necessity, it was a reminder of the fragility of her body and the constant adjustments she must make to maintain a sense of normalcy. What resonated deeply with fans was Jen's candid acknowledgement that she sometimes feels exhausted by the never-ending cycle of surgeries and recoveries. At the same time, she stressed the importance of hope, preparation, and faith in her medical team. As a neonatologist, Jen spends her professional life helping premature babies and critically ill children, often counseling families through some of the hardest times they will ever face. In her reveal, she drew a parallel between the courage she witnesses in her patients and the strength she tries to carry within herself. She said that just as she asks her patients' families to trust the process, she must now trust her own doctors and the healing journey ahead. The emotional impact of her words was undeniable. Fans flooded her social media with messages of encouragement, prayers, and admiration. Many shared their own stories of hip replacements, chronic illness, or living with disabilities, noting how Jen's willingness to share her vulnerabilities made them feel less alone. Others praised her for using her platform not only to inspire but also to educate the public about the realities of living with skeletal dysplasia and the lifelong health complications that come with it. Beyond the physical challenges, Jen revealed the emotional weight of balancing her role as a mother with her health struggles. Together with her husband, Bill Klein, she is raising 2 children, Will and Zoe, both of whom were adopted internationally. As any parent knows, children look to their parents for reassurance, stability, and strength. Jen admitted that one of her greatest worries was how her children would process seeing her go through another surgery and recovery. She spoke of the importance of being honest with them while also providing comfort, ensuring that they understood why the surgery was necessary and that she would be okay. Bill, known for his unwavering support and humor, was also by her side during this period. Jen shared how much she leaned on him for strength, not just physically but emotionally. The bond between the two has always been a cornerstone of the little couple, and this moment was another reminder of how deeply connected they are. While Jen was the one undergoing surgery, the experience was a family affair, with Bill and the kids adjusting schedules, offering support, and lifting her spirits whenever doubt crept in. Jen's emotional reveal also touched on the concept of resilience. She emphasized that resilience is not about pretending to be unbreakable. Instead, it is about recognizing when life feels hard, allowing oneself to feel those emotions, and then finding the courage to take the next step forward. For Jen, resilience meant preparing for surgery with both practicality and hope, acknowledging the risks but focusing on the potential for relief and a better quality of life. In addition to her personal reflections, Jen used her reveal as an opportunity to raise awareness about the importance of accessible healthcare and specialized medical care for people living with rare conditions and disabilities. She highlighted how fortunate she felt to have access to top medical professionals and advanced surgical procedures, but she also pointed out that not everyone has the same opportunities. By speaking out, she hoped to shed light on the broader issues faced by individuals with complex medical needs and to advocate for better support systems. The reveal was not just about surgery, it was about perseverance, vulnerability, and hope. Jen's willingness to share her story reminded fans of why she and her family became so beloved on television in the first place. The little couple may no longer be airing new episodes, but Jen's voice continues to reach millions. Her story is not one of perfection or endless strength but of authenticity and the courage to keep facing life's challenges head-on. As she embarks on her recovery from hip revision surgery, Jen remains optimistic about the future. She acknowledged that there will be difficult days ahead, days filled with pain, physical therapy, and moments of frustration. But she also affirmed her commitment to embracing life fully, cherishing her family, and continuing to pursue her passions as a doctor and advocate. Her emotional reveal serves as a reminder that even those who inspire us most are human. They too face fear, pain, and uncertainty. And yet, in sharing these vulnerabilities, they show us the true meaning of strength. For Jen Arnold, the hip revision surgery was more than a medical procedure. It was another chapter in a lifelong journey of resilience, faith, and the unshakable belief that life, despite its challenges, is still worth embracing with courage and gratitude. For years, the little couple has held a special place in the hearts of reality television viewers. The show, centered around Dr. Jen Arnold, her husband Bill Klein, and their children Will and Zoe, was more than just another TLC hit. It became a source of inspiration, hope, and family connection for countless fans across the world. Now, after years off the air, the possibility of a return is sparking major buzz. A wave of fan pleas has reignited speculation, and new hints from the network suggest that an epic comeback might actually be on the horizon. The Little Couple first aired in 2009, introducing viewers to Jen and Bill, both of whom live with skeletal dysplasia. Their story was compelling not just because of the medical challenges they faced, but because of their resilience, love, and determination to build a family together. Over the course of several seasons, audiences watched them navigate adoption journeys, health battles, career milestones, and everyday family adventures. For many, it was a refreshing change from the over-dramatized reality television landscape. The show felt real, authentic, and meaningful. That's precisely why fans have never stopped asking for more. In recent months, speculation around a revival has gained significant momentum. Fans flooded social media with heartfelt requests, begging TLC to bring back Jen and Bill's story. Every time Jen shares a personal update online, whether it's about her career at Boston Children's Hospital, Bill's entrepreneurial ventures, or glimpses of Will and Zoe growing up, the comment sections explode with the same demand: bring the little couple back. This fan persistence has not gone unnoticed. The network appears to be paying attention, dropping subtle hints that a return could be possible. Insiders reveal that TLC executives have been closely monitoring the consistent calls for a revival. The Little Couple was not just another family reality series, it was one of TLC's most internationally beloved properties. The show performed strongly not only in the United States but also across global markets, cementing Jen and Bill as inspirational figures worldwide. With fan nostalgia at an all-time high and renewed interest in wholesome family content, the timing might finally be right for the series to make a comeback. Adding fuel to the fire, Jen recently shared a rare family photo that went viral among longtime followers. In the image, Will and Zoe appeared all grown up, sparking emotional reactions from fans who had watched them transition from young children to teenagers. Many pointed out that their growth and experiences could offer a whole new dynamic if the family were to return to television. Unlike the early years that focused heavily on adoption, parenting, and medical struggles, a new season could explore teen life, independence, and the continued balance of careers, family, and health challenges. The network seems aware of this natural evolution in storytelling. Reality television thrives on fresh perspectives, and The Little Couple now has a brand new chapter to share. Industry analysts believe this could be the perfect opportunity for TLC to reintroduce the family, positioning the show as both a nostalgic revival and an updated look at their lives today. What's even more interesting is that TLC has been testing fan reactions in subtle ways. Over the past year, promotional content from the network has occasionally referenced classic shows that fans miss, sparking conversations around potential revivals. While The Little Couple hasn't been explicitly confirmed, its name frequently pops up in fan-led discussions online, suggesting that executives are aware of the demand. Some even believe the network is deliberately fueling speculation to measure just how strong the appetite is for a reboot. The possibility of a return isn't just about entertainment, it's also about representation. The Little Couple broke barriers in showcasing the realities of living with dwarfism, educating viewers while highlighting Jen and Bill's extraordinary accomplishments. Jen's role as a respected neonatologist and educator, paired with Bill's resilience and humor, offered a narrative of empowerment that resonated deeply. In an age where audiences increasingly value authentic stories, bringing the family back could serve as both uplifting content and meaningful representation. Of course, questions remain about logistics. Filming a reality series requires a significant commitment, and Jen's career in medicine is highly demanding. Relocating from Houston to Boston added new layers of complexity to their already busy lives. Fans wonder whether the Arnolds would have the time and energy to commit to filming again, especially with Will and Zoe now entering pivotal stages of their education. Still, the potential benefits are undeniable. Not only would fans get the updates they've been craving, but the family would also have the opportunity to share their evolving journey with the world in a way that continues their legacy of inspiration. For the network, the timing couldn't be more strategic. As reality television faces criticism for being overly manufactured or sensationalized, TLC has the chance to re-establish its brand around authentic family storytelling. The Little Couple's return would fit seamlessly into that vision, offering a wholesome alternative to drama-heavy programming. It would also tap into the power of nostalgia, a proven driver of ratings in recent years. Shows like John and Kate plus 8 Sister Wives and 19 Kids and Counting drew attention because of family dynamics, but none struck quite the same balance of warmth, humor, and resilience as The Little Couple. Fans remain hopeful, and their voices are louder than ever. Online petitions, fan-made tribute videos, and hashtags trending across platforms reflect just how much this show meant to its audience. For many, it wasn't just entertainment, it was a lifeline, a story that encouraged them to keep going despite personal challenges. The fact that people continue to plead for its return years after it went off the air demonstrates the unique bond Jen and Bill created with viewers. Ultimately, the future of The Little Couple may depend on the alignment of family readiness, network strategy, and fan persistence. But with TLC hinting more openly than ever before, the prospect of an epic return feels less like a distant dream and more like an approaching reality. If it happens, fans can expect to see not just a continuation, but an evolution, a celebration of growth, resilience, and the enduring power of family. Until an official announcement is made, speculation will continue to run wild. Each new update from Jen and Bill fuels the fire, and every hint from the network adds to the excitement. One thing is clear, The Little Couple's story isn't finished. Fans believe their return is inevitable, and the network knows the demand is undeniable. After years of waiting, the stage may finally be set for one of the most anticipated reality TV comebacks of the decade. The future of The Little Couple has been exposed, and the hints all point in one direction. An epic return might just be around the corner, proving once again that Jen, Bill, Will, and Zoe's journey is far from over.